tell you, my friend, you might be here in the end. But watch what you say, I don't know what's in store. The return of the wizard is coming back for more. The return of the wizard, the face behind that door. And he'll walk on the land with wisdom in his hand. And you'll find your heart in league with the wizard.
Welcome to Bind on a Quip, episode 319 for the 30th of April 2024.
Already.
I'm Wemb, and with me as always is Tempest. Hey Temp,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Wait. Let's hear about it in real life.
Did you answer the question of life? What are we doing here?
Well, I've got a bit to say.
Okay.
My real life.
Oh, wow.
So,
I didn't even get to... not only did I get nothing before, now I get nothing after.
how you been?
I'm good.
Good.
Right.
Let's talk about it in real life.
All right.
Last week, one of my workmates was taking an empty container down near the wharf to de-hire. He thought he'd take a nifty shortcut that he often takes when it's busy.
Yep.
I'm guessing he usually takes this shortcut when he's empty because he hit the second most popular bridge for trucks to hit in Melbourne.
Oh, no.
Not the infamous Montague Street, shout out to Snowdog.
Which was last hit on April 18th of this year.
Wow.
So 12 days ago.
Well, this was the Napier Street Bridge, which was hit last Wednesday. So after the 20th at least. So the Montague is the realm of the rental truck and bus. A lot of those hit that. And Napier is strictly container trucks, usually empty trucks. Empty container carters.
Yes.
They love it. And, yeah. That caused a lot of...
And it did do quite a bit of damage to his truck, didn't it?
No, just the container. His
The
truck
container.
made it under.
Yes, no.
The container
did not look like this so much as this.
The container is not a 40-foot container anymore. It's now a 38-foot container.
With a funny little angle.
And I think he's purchased that container now.
Oh, dear.
You get to keep it because you're paying for it. So I worked on Friday and Saturday morning on the A-double, which is two 40-foot trailers joined by a dolly, which is like a portable...
It's the turntable bit.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a turntable and two
So
axles.
it allows even though it's a really long truck, it allows it to turn more
Yes.
efficiently.
Insanely long. But as always, when I feel intimidated about driving these monster vehicles, I just think about all the morons I know who can drive them and it's no big deal.
Sure.
Another super cool thing I did when driving the A-double was fall out of the truck. That truck has 3 steps and mine has 2. So I went down 2 steps and then just stepped out into thin air and went. One of those.
Yeah.
I bruised my wrist, back, arse and pride.
Yes, I was worried when you had a very nice purple bruise on the bottom of your bum where all the padding is. I was just like, oh,
Well, there was more padding last year.
yes, that's true.
So the only two who saw me were the yard boss, who would have fallen off his fair share of trucks. He's an old campaigner, as they say.
Right.
And the guy who hit the bridge. So what was he going to say?
No,
Nothing.
He's keeping a very low profile.
Low profile.
Lower.
Slinking in under the door.
Under the bridge, you might say.
Yep. Today I was de-hiring a container down near the wharf.
Yep.
I didn't go the way that guy went.
No, good idea.
And the place I was at decided to have an emergency evacuation drill.
No, I could just hear Michael.
So I rang my boss and let him know, and he was super supportive and thrilled.
Oh, yes.
He said, I'm going to fucking ring them right now.
How dare they?
Yeah.
Did they not know I was coming?
And then when we were all standing at the front, one of the guys' phones did start ringing.
Oh, my God.
So I thought,
I'll just turn
I
away.
might just turn away. And then when I was walking back to my truck, Princess rang me.
Right.
And she was very impressed by the loudness of the siren that was still going.
Oh, God, the emergency evacuation siren.
Yeah, I did the right thing. When I evacuated, I saved my phone and my coffee.
Good job.
Yeah.
Important.
Very important. So I had a bit of a strut about me when we were all standing out on the cold road, and I had a nice little coffee.
Nice.
Just sipping away.
Good on you.
What about you? How's your week been?
I've got a crazy ass busy week this week.
Okay.
I have
Is that a technical term?
Yeah. I have 3 days of PD, professional development, and 2 days of
I was going
work.
to say, what's Brad doing?
And today was day 1 of the 3 PDs, and this PD was hosted by our employer at our cost. It comes out of our kinder funding. All of the services put in for these PDs, and the last 3, they've managed to not be able to feed me sufficiently.
Sure.
Culminating in last year when they dished up 3/4 of a sandwich.
Oh.
At which point I threw the
You
plate.
said, ease up, that's too much.
I threw the plate. Everyone else was having hot food, I might add. I threw the plate and said, that's bullshit. And I went and bought my own food. I left the premises.
Wow.
And it took me about 45 minutes to go and source my own food. It only cost me $20, which I'm sure that meal cost more. And then I asked for reimbursement of that. And then said that if they could no longer guarantee that I would be included with an equal food
Well, you weren't.
offering,
Didn't have equal anyway.
and feel included, that then our kinder would withdraw our funding and source our own PDs.
Okay.
So
I really think you should have considered that when you decided to be a celiac.
I could have decided, please. Anyway, the food today, very good. However, I am hoping that the other 2 days will be better than today. We sat through a 1.5 hour session out of the 8.
Well, you know the union one will be good.
Yes.
They always look after you.
Oh, food is amazing. Anyway, 1.5 hours out of the whole 8 hour day was actually great, and the rest was just bullshit hard sell of their own agenda. And also, my employer is currently employing people at our kinder's expense to create learning games that we can play to learn, roles of our job.
How fun.
And today we found out we got to have a go at it, and it's first person perspective, and after a minute of trying to move around in it, I had such bad motion sickness that I had to turn it off. They didn't consider that people who have motion sickness get motion sickness from first person perspective games. So there you go. I haven't seen baby Theo very much over the last 2 weeks because of all the PDs and all the stuff that we've had on. We did see him on Saturday, but that was the only day last week.
Yep.
And so I'm looking forward to seeing him on Friday night for footy.
Yep.
And today Princess sent us the most amazing video of him watching last week's recording. And he was joining in and talking to us while we were talking. And that was very cute. So Princess has been keeping me posted with all the videos. And today I had a chat to him on the phone, and he was looking around going, where is Nanny? Where is she gone? Where is she? But for the weekly, hello, Baba. Hello,
Where's
Baba.
my little man?
Hello, Bobby. He's so cute.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Shall we...
That's it for my week.
See if there's something we need to discuss.
There's plenty to discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Well, season 4 is officially underway.
Season 4.
And I've got to say, it's super
Is
fun.
it the final season? What did we say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's super fun working out what content is worth your time and what can give you some bang for buck.
Yeah, we've had an absolute blast doing time walkers, not only for the loot that drops during the dungeon, but for the weekly quest, which was five time walkers. You get a $4.93 plus piece of
I
gear.
always love a time walker.
We do love time walkers, but this made it even better because the gear dropping in it is amazing. And from the quest reward, my priest got a 502 neck, which I was very happy about.
Yep.
We also did LFR.
Yeah.
We did the Awakened LFR and got quite a bit of loot and had a really good experience. However, we apparently were the lucky ones.
Yeah, we had a smooth run.
Kai was not so lucky, and it was a bit of a white fest. But that's what happens if you don't roll with the rock stars. Kai?
Exactly. No, that was good fun.
It was.
So it's going to be interesting because we've got Pandaria Remix coming up.
Yes.
So it's going to feel even more shrunk.
Yes, it's going to feel like we've got so much to do. We're going to have to really ration our time.
We're going to go, we don't want the expansion yet.
No, We're too busy.
Although we do.
No, we do. Well, we do, but I'm really having a good time.
Yeah.
This expansion, there has not been a time where you could get bored. You're so busy, and just when you go, I think I've had enough of this place, they bring something new in.
Most of the choices have been good ones.
It's been
that's for
really
sure.
fun.
All right, let's roll into the news. Speaking of things moving along, we've got 2 important dates coming up. We've got May the 7th, Darkheart, which is the last story of Dragonflight, like a postscript, and leads us on to the War Within. Maybe gives us an insight into what Xalatath is up to.
Okay, tell me this. Every time someone says Xalatath, I say the priest, and you say the dagger.
She was the dagger that was the priest.
Right. So she started
Artifact
a priest.
weapon. No.
Oh.
She was the weapon.
But wasn't she a priest inside the weapon? That's
No.
why?
We don't know exactly what she is.
Right.
Some say she's an old god. Some say she's an agent
Well,
of old gods.
But she's clearly linked to the priest, so she wouldn't have been in
No.
the priest's weapon.
No, that's just what she was in.
Okay. Okay. Well, now I can see why I've been confused about
Yes.
that. Okay.
She was the...
Because Alaneth was clearly a mage.
Yes.
Right.
But she wasn't...
And he's in
We don't
my
even know
weapon.
if she's a person yet.
Oh my God, speaking of that, sorry, bit of a tangent. Yesterday on my Warlock, I got an upgrade. I got a staff upgrade, and I didn't like the look of it, so I changed it. And my first thing that I always do is I always look at the artifact weapons.
Yep.
And I changed it to that, but I didn't realise that when I changed it to a Warlock weapon that I was going to get chatted to by, I don't even know who it is, I'm sorry. But he says really mean things.
Well, like...
So he said, this one's soul I could use.
Okay. That's pretty
Not
cool.
like Alaneth, he's like, oh, do you have to give them more food?
Yeah.
He's like bored with people, whereas this is like really evil. It's so funny.
So, that is the wrong insight that I've written there. Anyway, that's May the 7th. May the 16th, so a week later.
Yes.
And 2 days. Well, it's not going to be a Tuesday then. Anyway, is the start of Mists of Pandaria Remix. Thank you.
Super exciting.
Which is super exciting. Princess is going to play with us. Hopefully, we might be able to entice Angus to join us too. I don't know.
No Daddy?
I don't think so.
No Daddy and
Molly?
Daddy and Molly?
Frame? I don't know.
From Frown.
I don't know.
Something.
Hopefully.
That would be
More
fun.
the merrier. And on the Alpha calendar...
Oh, this is the third date that you're bringing up.
No. This is still
okay.
about Mists of Pandaria.
Okay.
On the Alpha... on the
Can
calendar...
we not just call it Pandemonium?
All right, Pandemonium.
Thank you.
In the Alpha for War Within, on that calendar, Pandaria finishes on August the 20th. Ooh. So maybe pre-patch...
So there's some timing going on
Pre-patch
there.
might follow that.
Yeah.
And War Within a month or 6 weeks after that. I reckon a month.
Yeah, I reckon a month.
So I reckon you're looking at
20th of August. 20th September.
late September.
21, 22.
Yep.
How exciting.
Yep. For War
Could be
Within.
my holidays.
That would be good. I'm going to definitely take a week off.
I can't take a week off. I'll have days.
We've paid the big boss dollars to get the
Yes.
3 days early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised you wanted to do that, but I was wrapped.
No. I didn't want to pay the big boss dollars, but I really
No,
wanted
no one
it
does,
early.
but I mean, you know.
Yeah. It's like, I could have not the
They're
top of the
making
range
you pay
car,
for FOMO.
but I wanted the heated seats. So,
Sure. Same.
yes, I am a princess.
Sad
I need a warm tushy.
bit of news. No BlizzCon this year.
Yeah, but we're not really surprised. Didn't we feel like they were going back to every second year?
No.
Oh.
No.
I kind of felt like it wasn't a surprise. I didn't think they were going to
Especially
go
with the
back
big
to that.
dog back.
Yeah, but I think they haven't got anything to tell us. They've told us everything they had
Well,
to
there's
tell
going
us.
to be
last year.
exciting stuff about the new
The launch will
expansion.
have
It
happened.
will be like a month in, and they'll be able to say, "Here's what you can expect."
But they'll
anyway,
be busy.
They are saying that they're going to do other trade shows and drop nuggets of information and news there. But
I reckon they'll have another.
I really
big
thought with the
BlizzCon next
30th
year.
anniversary of Warcraft, they would have it.
Well,
So
I don't
we'll
think
see.
they've got anything to share with us. It's a big thing to have no big news. You know, that's the pressure of having something like BlizzCon, is that there has to be a big reveal.
Speaking of liking things, if you could find the time to like and subscribe on YouTube, and you can do it right now while I'm reading this, while I'm reading it. You don't even have to cut into your day.
No.
That would really help us out. Just chuck a like. As I always say, if we're shit at the end, just click it again and take it off. Don't do that.
And also, you can follow us on YouTube at Bind and Equip Wow, like, subscribe. Twitter at Bind and Equip Wow. It's not super active, but I do post at least, a couple of times a week. Instagram, where Wem never posts.
It's going to
at
kick
Bind
off
and
any
Equip
day
Wow.
now. Any day now.
And Facebook at Bind and Equip, where I do post regularly. So,
Sure.
oh, excuse me, that's dinner.
I've got a couple of messages here from Peeps. Andy messaged us and said he remembers installing an arachnophobia mod.
Andy.
Andy?
Yeah.
Don't know another name we may know him by. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But you said Indy, and this
Indy.
is Andy.
Indy. It's just my poor diction. An arachnophobia mod
Enunciate,
in
fool.
Dragon Age Origins that turn the spiders into dogs. Mean, angry dogs, not fluffy ones.
Well, that would be mean, although we could practice being senators.
And he or she,
Or governors.
they don't mind the Nerubian models in WoW, so they think the crabs are safe from them until sent to specifically cull them for gold rep, currency, crests, etc. The Nerubian civilization sounds very interesting in War Within, though, and they agree with you that it's not worth getting mad over.
Thanks.
They thought it was quite nice and thoughtful.
Yes.
Snowy, bemoaning, poor witch, because we picked on him. We didn't. We didn't pick on him. We just said, what if he came with you into the dogs?
How he'd be a bald human.
No doubt. Snowy still remembers the constant disappointed results of zoning into Black Morass, only to see that he's been given the bald human yet again. It's like they had a camera watching him play.
And
I said back to Snowy that might have been the last act of retribution from the then community manager that Witch had a big fight with behind the scenes before he was sacked. Not Witch.
No.
Or Win.
Witch. Always welcome.
No name, no Pactril. And Old got onto us and said he loved the comments on spiders and crabs as well, reminded him of his son fishing at age 4, dropped the rod in the boat, retreated to the bow screaming, spider, 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 because he'd caught a crab.
I understand.
Look, they can all be scary.
Yeah.
What if you've got a
Especially
crab
if they're
and
all
spider
like,
phobia? Shout out to Chol.
I
Don't know that he's got a crab phobia.
I don't think he's got a crab.
But he most definitely has
I know
a
he doesn't
spider
want
one.
crabs, but
Look, we've all got our crosses to bear.
oh gosh,
on
one
that-
day he's going to listen, and then he might be tempted to go back and listen to them all, and he's going to find this one, and there's going to be a serious talking to coming my way, I feel.
On that tasteful note, let's take it in game. Crazy Train.
Crazy
our
Train.
Our raid team.
Yes, I think we mentioned last week that we were losing out one of our tanks
Yep.
for, I don't know, a while or something.
And we've gained a
weeks or
loser.
something. So Wem has bravely put his hand
I've
up
stepped
to
up.
tank for us, but of course...
Just like I'm doing in the background there. That's me.
Yeah. Oh,
Tanking.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Wem...
That's our time walkers.
That was rude twice.
Sorry.
So
I won't do it again.
do you want me to not talk for the rest of the thing? So Wem has to get up crazy early, often. And then when I say crazy early, I mean like at sometimes 3 in the morning. So what we've said was rather than rating from 8 till 10:30, which is what we normally do, and when we'll disappear at PRB, Pistol or Bad, or break, as some people might boringly call it.
Normal people call it.
Yes. You would need to go back to listen to very old episodes of Bind Not Equipped to know why we call it Piss is Real Bad.
He's in South Africa, by the way. not
South Africa?
Yeah.
I thought South Africa, but then wrote Africa. Anyway, he's gone to Africa. He's seeing safaris of animals.
Have you seen the rains down in Africa? Just wondered.
So because of that, we thought we would ask Gwen to just step in and tank for an hour and a half, so from 8 till 9:30.
And it's only Awakened raids anyway, so it's not like it's super hard.
And conveniently, the Awakened raid started. So,
Although I did have to do a lot of research.
last night, that means you have to do it again because there's a different raid this week.
Yeah.
So last night we went into the Awakened
it,
Vault of Incarnates, and
yes.
it was there was a couple of fun things. We'd had a sneak peek because we'd done the LFR version on the weekend, which was fun.
Yep.
But also, you know, the mechanics are quite different, and you can't just ignore them on normals. So it was really fun. Going back in and going, what does this kind do again? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, it's this. So that was fun, and then getting nice loot was also fun too, because it wasn't super hard.
Was it 493?
It was 493s. I think actually one of the last ones it was 496. We're getting towards the end of the stuff. I don't know. I think we smashed through at least half of it.
Yep. Yeah, we got up to the spider.
Yes.
We didn't get the spider down, did we?
No.
In only an hour, so that's pretty good.
We got, disappointingly, we got sent up to about 6%.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating. But that doesn't matter. Of course, everyone's like, oh, well, we're back next week. But no, we won't.
No.
Because this week is Awakened Aberrus. So Crucible, which is that's the one that was inside Zaralek Cavern, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so...
It's the Neltharis-based one.
Whatever.
Neltharis. No, that's not right.
I don't know
Nefarian.
What? Neltharis is a dungeon.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're saying.
Nefarian.
Or whatever. Doesn't matter. Neltharian.
Deathwing.
Bless you. Yeah, anyway, people got some nice loot, so it was all good fun.
Was good fun.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed it last night. I felt like it was...
I was a bit stressed about tanking because I haven't tanked, especially raid tanking, for a long time.
Yes.
Probably since...
Did you tank
Warlords?
after you tanked with Joel?
I think I tanked in Warlords, didn't I?
I don't know.
Or did I just tank lazy roads?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Boring.
Wow, not for me.
No, the tanking's not good. But I'm just
How's a year gear?
So this time last week, my gear was at 476. And now I'm at 486 or 487. So thank you, Awakened Content. That was a really good week for me.
I'm a few points behind you. I haven't had much luck with drops.
No,
I think I'm 482.
Stacks out of LFR. So that was really good. And the weekly quest this week was the 5 Time Walkers, as we mentioned. And for anyone who didn't watch our stream, we literally smashed that out on quite a few tunes, including Friday night. We did 5 in less than an hour.
It's behind us right now.
Yeah.
Just there.
So, yes, I don't think you can do better than 5 dungeons in an hour.
Yeah, good.
The rest were not as quick, but they were all pretty quick.
They were pretty quick.
Yeah, we've got 2 to go, 3 to go.
Me
on
tanking was
one
the quickest.
Tune, which we might do after we get out of here.
Maybe.
If we move our Batucci's.
Interesting weekly quests this week, as you said, was Time Walkers. Did you just steal all my content? No, that was your content.
That was mine. See the purple? It's
I've
me.
really enjoyed going back to the older content with the current rewards.
Yes.
But, this is with the weekly quest.
Yes.
I'm disappointed with the time gating involved in the weekly quests. Only being able to do part of the weekly in a 5-minute window every 2 hours is not okay.
Okay, first I'm going to correct you. The Siege of Dragonbane is on a 2-hour timer.
Yeah.
The Soup is on a 1.5-hour timer.
So, I'm talking about the Siege.
And the Hunt.
It goes for 5 minutes
Yes.
because people just blast it now.
Yes. They all... Well,
And
the
so
Soup
you
goes
have
for
to
15
be there
minutes.
in that 5-minute window.
Yes. And then you have to wait
Which,
another
when you're
2
doing
hours.
multiple tunes like we do, is
Yes.
annoying.
But also, it's not... it doesn't go long enough. And it doesn't... Like, it's not on enough. It should be on every hour if it's going to be a 5-minute thing.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to do through... But so what we did was we did our... hunt, because the hunts are always on in different zones.
That's easy.
So you just find the hunt, and then you would wait. You'd try and time your soup, But if the soup happens to be at the same time as your Dragonbane Keep, you can't do both.
No.
And so that became a real problem. And then trying to do the time walkers in and around that, it really was a bit of a pest. I mean, we still managed to get it done, so don't get me wrong. But
So 1 week's going to be there, 1 week's going to be in the Cavern, that's this week coming up.
Yes.
And 1 week's going to be Emerald Dream. But there's so much outdoor content on the main
yeah, no, it's crazy,
world.
isn't it?
I think it should be tick off 3 things out of, all these out of this list, tick 3 things off. So soup, siege, the time rift,
Yes.
the dream.
Oh yes,
things.
where you go and do the kill.
Yep.
You go and do the event. You do
got
the
that
dream event.
And that's got all the you've got to get 100 of those.
Yes.
Resource.
Yep.
There's also that Farak
Yes.
incursion-y
Yes.
thing.
And there's the storms.
And there's the storm incursion. So if you could just do 3 of any of that stuff,
plus the soup and the dragon.
maybe each one of those events could drop a gizmo. And you need 3 gizmos, and then you've done your weekly quest.
Yes, that would have been better. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's sad that it's that whole world, and you could only do those 3
it's really
things.
good, and I've enjoyed going back and doing old stuff for great rewards, but I need more
Need to be able to do
opportunity.
it more concisely. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah, because I can't log in and do another tune, then do another tune, then do another tune the way I like to.
No, that's right. Because then
And that's the way we've
our
been doing.
problem was that we sat there and we had 3 tunes waiting to do Dragon's Bane Keep, which is that was a pest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whinge over.
Mythics.
Mythics. We found Mythics rough because we hadn't been on. We had other stuff to do. We had a public holiday late last week and we went to visit someone, so we missed a whole day's worth of stuff there. I worked on the Saturday, blah, 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 blah. Life. And it's hard because we didn't have upgrades to our gear and we're not cutting-edge elite Mythic runners. We're just people.
No, we're
players.
not. Like last week, we were smashing out 12s easily.
Yep.
13s, we found a challenge.
Yep.
And we could get some depending on the affixes.
So it
and we
didn't feel
didn't.
like it was-
But 12s were easy. So when we got 2s.
It didn't feel like it was too hard to do. It felt like we didn't have the gear to handle it.
Yes.
So we weren't doing the DPS, and we
couldn't
didn't
kill
have the
them.
life.
We couldn't kill them.
So-
it was tyrannical, which may have made it may have made a big difference.
Yeah.
But the reality is, as you were about to say, that Mythic Zeros.
It makes more sense to smash out Mythic Zeros. We think until your item level is around 490 to 493, as you've got no timer, no affix, a 506 in the vault, and a chance of loot from every boss, which is what, 493,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. No, they are 493, I think.
And
Yeah. No, they.
so
definitely
compare
are.
that to you've got an affix, you've got a timer.
Yeah,
You're probably
right,
only going to get 1 piece of loot at the end.
Yes.
If you don't time the dungeon, you may not even do that,
Oh, you'll get 1 piece.
or you'll get 1 piece, and it's only a 3
But
point
it's
better
not
piece
everyone.
of gear in the
Not
vault.
everyone's getting 1 piece.
No,
It's 1 or 2 pieces for the whole 5.
yeah,
Yeah. So.
instead of off every boss, and you're getting through them, so you can do more,
Yeah.
more bosses.
Well, if you do
more
4,
loot.
if you do 4 mythics, you've got 2 chances of loot
yeah,
in the vault. So even more likelihood of getting an
yeah.
upgrade.
We just thought best to start on the keys again, but I think that might be in a couple of weeks.
Well, like we had the keys, so we thought we'd go and do them. But
Or do
actually,
both. Maybe do 3
if
zeros and then
But-
try your key out.
I think the guide is in what's dropping. So if 493 is dropping, if you're not 493, like if most of your gear isn't 493, then that's where your content is. That's what you should be concentrating on. If once you get to 493, then you should be moving on.
So we streamed 1 lot of Time Walkers.
Yes, we need to do more.
Starting to get into it.
Hopefully, I don't know what the quest is. The weekly quest is this week. Maybe we can do some more or some LFR.
Yeah, it's not going to be Time Walkers.
No, but we could do some.
We could do
Awaken
heroics on alts.
Awaken raids.
Yeah. LFRs.
Yeah. Well, so we did have a tank in not an LFR.
No.
No, it was in Time Walkers. Sorry, can I tell this story anyway though?
Alright.
We had a tank in our Time Walkers who started a boss fight with 2 people outside the door. So as a result of that, I figured he didn't need our DPS, so I did not DPS for the remainder of the instance.
I think I was healing that.
And he did not recruit with us after that.
No.
Sucks to be him.
Leveling plans for your alts?
I don't have any.
Heroics, Mythic Zeros, and LFRs.
I've still got my Hunter to go.
Yep.
Not at 70 because the Time Walkers had so much fun gear. It was such a big upgrade. I didn't get to my alts. Hopefully though, once I've geared through that, then I'll be able to Time Walker it again. Wem's planning on doing heroics and mythic zeros and LFRs and weekly quests for fat loots. So
yep. Yeah. Elite player of the week was the healer who got angry at Barat, who was tanking, because when we ran back, Barat avoided the completely avoidable trash after a wipe. So he didn't do that and got killed.
And PD was like, you didn't need to run into the
loser, yeah.
You can handle it.
He started paying out on him, not noticing that the other 4 of us in the dungeon were from the same guild. So moments later, we were doing the last boss while he was opening the queuing screen.
Yeah.
Because we booted his ass to the curb.
My elite player is someone a bit closer to home. So I'm nominating Nonky as elite player of the week because he's back, everyone. He has spent this whole expansion not getting BOE drops from every single raid night. But last night, he got the first one. So congrats, Nonky, you're back.
Huzzah. So on the restart, he's finally where he should be.
Yes, things are back the way they should be.
Indeed. All right, we've come to the end of another episode of Bind on Equip. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah. Half hour, crisp one.
Nice. Snack size.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm Wembley.
I'm Tempest.
Half out.
See ya.
Bye.